really kind of helped you guys develop this year. Can you talk a little bit about that and how, as teammates, you guys have respected each other and moved forward?
Well, like I said earlier, I think everyone on the team has a distinct relationship, and ultimately, putting the team first is what's most important, and going out there and winning is even more important.
The fact that you've done this now, playoff-wise, for a few years, how does that help you guys not being awed, not being overwhelmed by the big stage, so to speak, as you guys know what it's like to get ready for these playoff games?
Well, I think all teams in the playoff, except for one, have been in the playoff before. I think it's a very experienced group this year, a very experienced force. So, as a team, all we can do is prepare the best way that we can and be ready come Saturday.
Last question, we're talking to some of the seniors here. They're soaking up their last few practices, last few weeks together, hopefully a couple more weeks with the championship. How about you guys as players sending some of those seniors off, and who knows who's coming back?
Those seniors have done a lot for this team, a lot for this program, and they'll be truly missed.
Okay, appreciate it,
Jalen. Where do you think you've grown the most this year? What you've gone through and the way you've persevered? Where do you think, as you look back on it, that you've done?
I think every day I wake up, I try and be a better version of me. Always having a purpose, walking with a purpose and approaching everything with a purpose, trying to be a better man, better player, better leader, better quarterback.
I was with Coach earlier this year. Everybody's talking about who is going to be the quarterback. I remember he told me, he said, we needed both those guys last year to win a championship. We'll need them both again this year. If you look back, it's sort of prophetic in a lot of ways, wasn't it? You sort of said, well, you needed both you guys last year to win a championship. You're going to need both of you this year. In your mind, it's sort of prophetic, the way you sort of stepped in there against Georgia and got it done.
Well, are you asking me a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry. How prophetic is that for you? I'm sorry. not the best question.
For me, all I can do is kind of prepare as if I'm a starter and be ready if my opportunity comes, and watch it unfold.
Hey, Jalen, have to ask it. I'm sure you've been asked it a bunch, but have you made any plans about next season?
I've spoken on that already. I've never said, anything about nothing beyond this point. Those have always kind of been assumptions and predictions or whatever, but I haven't spoken on it at all. I haven't said anything about that, so I don't think it's anything that.
Yeah, I appreciate you answering.
Also, how important was it for you to for Denise Albritton to show up and you make her day? And can you talk about that experience?
Things like that those type of things are what's most important to me. Being able to impact somebody else and knowing that I have the impact on them. Not too many people can say that they have that that impact on people. So that's a blessing for me, and it shows kind of the love I get in that community, and it's much appreciated.
How much has Dan Enos helped you develop over this season?
I think Coach Dan Enos and Coach Mike Loxley have kind of done a lot of different things to make me into the player I am now. Like I said earlier, I know I'm better than I was last year, and I'm for sure better than I was my freshman year. So for me, all I can do is try and get better year by year. Every time I touch the field, honestly.
Jalen, in the Iron Bowl, fans are chanting your name when you come in, you throw a touchdown. SEC championship, they're chanting your name, you come in, you win the game for your team. Graduation, they're chanting your name. What does this university, this football program, these fans, everyone mean to you here?
I got a lot of love for this university, and them showing the love that they give to me, them showing the support, it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my family.
What of Paul Tyson? He showed up on campus. He's a young freshman. What have you seen from him early on in the quarterback room?
It's kind of cool to see that, that unfold, because me knowing that I kind of started that trend of early enrollees and me coming in preparing as Deshaun Watson, when I was 17, I think. That's pretty cool to see all that unfold, and I think he'll be a great addition to the room.
All right, I caught up with your father after the SEC championship game. Said you're built for the journey that you're on. I mean, how much, how has your relationship with your father grown over this season? And he's obviously a huge supporter. Can you talk about your relationship a little bit?
Man, it's my father. It ain't like, it's just grown like I didn't know him before or something. But
well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
he's I think he's a great man. My whole entire family being there by my side, I think they've been there. They've been supportive, and I think that's helped me do the things that I do. And definitely having them in my corner means a lot to me.
How did you stay so ready? Because you looked like you stepped right in the SEC championship game, didn't miss a beat. How were you able to maintain that level of play without seeing the field very much?
All I can do is try and stay best prepared for whenever my number's called. But, that's kind of the past. We play Oklahoma this week, and that's where all of my eyes on. That's where all my cards in, and that's what we prepare for hard all week, and hopefully we'll be ready when the time comes.
All right, as a parent, I do appreciate the way you handled everything, all the adversity you've been through. It's been a great teaching lesson. I've been able to have my kids, so I do appreciate it. But looking forward, all right, Oklahoma. Everybody says their defense isn't very good. What do you think they could present that could present challenges for you guys as an offense?
Well, I think they're really fast on defense. They do a lot of different things, and their front seven is really good, and they have some really athletic guys in the back end. So it'll be a test for us, and we'll have to go out there and try and execute the best way we can.
What's the best part about playing a playoff game in Miami?
Never really been to Miami before. I've been one time, I think, but it's cool to be out here. Great weather, a great atmosphere, and great food. So we've been enjoying it, but we'll have to be ready come Saturday.
Awesome. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
What else do you plan to do in Miami while you're here?
It's getting close to game day. Pretty much just prepare.
I kind of want to start with, at the end of last season, you and Josh Jacobs made a bet to cut your hair. He said you've been kind of thinking about that for a while. Just what was going into that decision?
Last year?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to cut my hair off. I just kind of needed a reason to. So kind of had the opportunity to do it. I said it my freshman year, and we ended up losing the game. So I had to keep them. Then we ended up going and winning the second year. So off the dreads.
How long did you grow them out for?
I had my hair since I was 10. And I'm 20 now. I was 19 then. So I had it for about 9.5 years.
How long did it take you to get adjusted to the short hair?
Not long. Well, I kind of had the juice at first, and I had an afro, and I had a regular fade, different transitions, but I actually need a haircut right now, so if there's any barbers out there, hit me up.
Hey, Jalen, you graduated. Huge accomplishment. Congratulations. Talk about what it means to get a degree and how hard you work for that.
Well, that's something that nobody can ever take away, from anyone that receives that, and it means a lot because it's a lot of hard work, a lot of late nights, and it wasn't easy, but got it done.
What do you plan to study, going forward?
Well, I've applied for grad school, and it's in sports management, business management, so that's what I plan to do.
What's it like when you walk across that stage? I do it in May. Just kind of curious, what's it like for you when you walk across that stage?
It's a real feeling. I felt like I was about to play in a game. Damian was in front of me, and I'm telling Damian, I'm like, man, let's go. Like, let's get it. Like, we're about to go play. But it was a very exciting moment. Probably one of the most I've ever experienced. Appreciate you.